Which manager then will come in? Well, let's just remind you how the bookies have things set. Nagelsmann, dear me, look, they haven't got a clue. Have they? 4-1, Nagelsmann, Luis Enrique, 4-1. Vincent Kompany's an interesting one, Craig, because you brought him up when Conte left.
Yeah,
Would you leave what you've done at Burley to walk into this if you're Vincent Kompany?
Yeah, potentially, yeah, because Burley has a very low ceiling in terms of what they're going to be able to achieve. While Spurs have been poorer than this, you'd like to think that there is a pathway for an upward trajectory. Slow. And maybe that's the selling point. You might look at somebody like, his stock is down at the moment, but Brendan Rodgers getting another chance, maybe to reinvigorate that energy and drive he brought to Leicester that took him to an FA Cup, and they won the FA Cup for the first time, and blah, 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 and until it all fell apart at the seams in the last 8 months. But if I was Nagelsmann,
no.
But to that point, many names on the top of that list, their stock trending upwards, including Vincent Kompany, even though he's at a smaller, right now, championship club in Burley. You don't put all that at risk if the club aren't willing to back you as a manager and back your vision of what's needed. So again, it comes down to a discussion with Daniel Levy about what this club needs to do in your mind, and trust whether or not Daniel Levy respects that. And in all honesty, I'm not absolutely certain that he does.
Let's talk Newcastle, shall we? Spurs, of course, dealt a major blow with regards to their Champions League hopes. For Newcastle, Shaq, you're loving life now.
Absolutely. As I mentioned, a huge stumble against Aston Villa by their own lofty standards, and this is an incredible response. Real distance now between yourself and fifth place, Spurs, as it happens, in the promise of bringing Champions League football back to St James's Park. I think ever since Isaac has returned, you've seen the best of Newcastle again. Still very tight defensively. He gives them real threat up front, and it's a team playing with a confidence that can only be summed up by Murphy's strike for the third goal. That is from back to front, how confident everybody in Newcastle are in their positions and in their jobs at St James's.
Guaranteed top four, Shaq.
Guaranteed.
It came from the horse's mouth.
Yeah, it's very true. Hey.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube, and for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app, and for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN+.